terms of radio and how much it's changed, it's like now everybody has a radio show. It doesn't mean anything to have a radio show anymore. Doesn't that bother you at all? Because, you know, when you think about it, everybody's got a podcast now. Like I go to years ago,
I was going to get a couple of lilies for the office.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Man,
now it's like,
you can't even buy a lily that smells anymore.
Does it bother you at all?
Who wants a lily?
Because myth, and it's a myth, that people aren't listening to the radio, is something that I can very easily refute. I mean, first of all, all you got to do is look at the bottom line of Sirius XM and how many people subscribe to listen to your radio show on satellite. What makes it economically viable for you to be the highest paid entertainer. So you have that we don't make up the numbers. Nielsen makes up the numbers, and other research organizations make up the numbers. 93% of the population of the United States listens to the radio.
How old were you the first time you got on the radio? This is unbelievable.
14.
14. Yeah, I would tell you what I was doing at 14, but it involved sex act with myself. So I'm not going to tell you about that.
But you had kind of a normal career trajectory to the starting point where you were at WRSW, in Briarcliff Manor. The first that I had ever heard of you were at WWW Detroit.
Right.
And
I said, you were really professional. Like, you were like a real radio guy. How old were you when you were the morning man at WTLJ? You got that one? 21. Yeah, I was on college radio. But Howard, when you burned into my consciousness was when my boss, Larry Burger, gave me a newspaper article about you from Washington, D.C. And he said, Jim, if I ever replace you, you will probably be with him. Oh, that's cool. I was and he Kevin McBean said some mean things, but I got to tell you, that's pretty mean. Larry Berger told you that I'm probably going to replace you with this guy. I mean, radio is...
No, he said, if I replace you, it will probably be with this guy. But he didn't. So everything's right.
Have you ever been fired by a radio station? I don't believe you have. That's outrageous.
Yes, I was fired. The first time I was fired, I was 15. And let's see, I got fired from TLJ after 15 years.
Okay.
I got fired from WTCD after 5 months.
Why did they fire you after 5 months?
They sold.
Oh, okay.
But
did you? And I'm not trying to be funny, but did you reach puberty at an early age? Like, I mean, the voice is unbelievable. Like, were you a guy who had the deep voice? Like, when did that kick in?
Not that I'm really aware of. I mean,
it's some voice. This is what I think. And you haven't lost a step. I mean, because it's like, I got to put it. What age did you realize you had a voice? I know you were a very young child when you visited a radio station in Detroit, and you were excited about radio, but you didn't know you'd have this voice. When did it occur to you that you had this voice?
I don't really know that it ever occurred to me, because when I went on when I was 14, I didn't have this.
No?
No.
Do you have tapes of yourself at 14 on the radio?
The earliest tapes, I think, I was 16. I think were the earliest tapes. Around 18, 19, and there's a lot of tapes. But look when did you fall in love with
that I fell in love with radio. I had a father who